Game 3 then on King's Cove. And you know, King's Cove as a map, really straightforward to get up onto 3 bases and hold those 3 bases. 4 and 5 bases, not too bad either, actually. So, yeah, robust map for just macroing up like an absolute beast. Yeah, yeah, like an absolute beast. So, KuperMeister as the Terran. Why, you know, this is not the most interesting part of the map to be staring at, is it? Yeah, KuperMeister Terran this time. Last couple of games he's been Protoss, and both of those have actually looked very similar. There was some differences from what Xanathar attempted, trying the Broodlord rush in the first game with not really. I'm not sure how I feel about a Broodlord rush. You know, you have to sacrifice too much to get there that quickly. Why not just go ahead, get up to 5 bases safely with plenty of roaches and lings and hydras to keep you safe, and then transition into Broodlords late game when you can actually afford them, when you can crank out 12 Broodlords that can, you know, just do horrendous damage to anything on the ground. Yeah, I don't know I don't really think trying to push Broodlords off a couple of bases is really effective. But what we saw from KuperMeister was actually remarkably similar in the 2 games. Pretty similar composition. Gateway heavy, a couple of immortals, push across the map, win. You know, hold the tome on 2 bases until you drop a third and push out with maybe an upgrade or 2. A couple of immortals and a bit of this and that. So Coop's going to come in here and be pretty annoying. Aren't there queens? No. So Xanathar has skipped queens to get a lair this quickly. And there's no lings in production, despite... Look, there's nothing in production, despite money in the bank. Oh, it pains me, guys. It causes me pain. You know it does. You know it does. To see idle larva with money in the bank. But yeah, you know, against the Terran, you've got to get them queens out. You've got to have queens pretty early. So why this ridiculously early lair? Why? What's it going to be for? This is beginning to look like the Broodlord play again. We've got the infestation pit down, so it's going to be hive tech, you would have thought, unless he's playing some sort of pretty unusual infestor style. But, you know, he's not mining. He's the... Gosh! Oh, Xanathar. It's falling apart. It's falling apart here. Whatever it is he's hoping to build, the Spire is incredibly lit because... well, let's say that he hasn't actually started the hive yet, so... I don't know. No gas down here, so whatever it is you're hoping to push out from hive tech, you're going to be doing it off... Well, not even 2 saturated gases. It's just not enough. It's not enough of an income. I can't see how this is going to work. Look at the army supply. This is the problem with trying to get tier 3 units out off 2 base. You've got nothing early. Now Coop needs to control this a little bit better. Does he know that there's nothing here can shoot the medevacs? Because if these medevacs turn up first on their own, then the Queens get a free medevac kill. But he's choosing to take these rocks down. I mean, this high ground location here is pretty good for a siege tank to fall back to. But yeah, I think he can just push in. I wouldn't mind seeing a scan go down to just get get an idea of what his opponent's got. The siege tank is going to come in here and siege up, and there isn't really anything at all that Xanathar can do to defend against this. So KuperMeister can just creep across here and slowly but surely squeeze the Zerg, and there aren't units here to deal with it. There's no bane lanes. This is a lot of spines though, and when these spines finish up, the spine forest is going to be a bit painful to push into, but the DPS from this many Marines is pretty savage. Broodlords are still a long way off, so you know, I feel like it didn't work in the first game for good reason. The chances of it working this time round, you know, it never looked likely. It just never looked likely to work. You just leave yourself with far too few units. And I especially think that is the wrong call to make against KuperMeister, given that in the first two games, he has basically played one base, two base, push, two base, push, two base, push. How are you going to ever get to Broodlord tech when you know that he's going to be coming at you at about the 8-minute mark, which has been pretty much on the money both games, hasn't it? So, yeah, I don't think it's the right call. Anyway, that's what happened, and it is Coop that goes to the semi-finals, going through 3-0. GG.